This morning, Arizona in the spotlight. Recently, the U.S. Supreme Court agreed to look at two election laws in our state that some say are disenfranchising voters. Others argue they're protecting the integrity of our elections. I sat down with Arizona's lead elections officer, Secretary of State Adrian, to get his take on what's at stake. When you heard that the Supreme Court was going to take up the challenge here, what was your reaction to that?
It's really a good thing that they're going to give us some finality in these rules. Now, I may not agree with the outcome of the rules, but that's going to be the law, so we're going to follow it.
Right now, different voting forms have different requirements. Under House Bill 2492, which was approved by the state legislature in 2022, voters who register on the state form have to have proof of citizenship. But on the federal form, voters can simply check a box to confirm that they're citizens. It's created a scenario where there are federal-only voters who critics say still face significant hurdles.
What this does is really looks to clarify some of these things that some people think are a little unfair. So, for example, right now, there's ambiguity in the notion of whether you fill out a federal form to register or a state form to register, and whether or not you present certain identification with it. One's going to count and the other one's not going to count at all, which doesn't make any sense, right? We should have a standard rule across the board.
The second law, House Bill 2243, requires county recorders to do periodic checks of voter rolls and remove voters whose citizenship status can't be confirmed. The initial legal challenges were brought by the nonprofit Mi Familia Vota, who said in a statement, quote, "We have already seen eligible citizens wrongly removed from voter rolls and forced through burdensome bureaucratic hurdles to restore their voting rights. This is not election integrity, it is disenfranchisement." But Republicans argue it's about keeping elections secure. The chair of the Republican National Committee saying in a statement, quote, "The RNC is proud to lead this effort, and we will keep fighting nationwide to defend election integrity and ensure only eligible citizens cast a ballot." Well, as far as the timeline, we're told the U.S. Supreme Court will begin oral arguments in October when their new session starts, but it is highly unlikely that they would rule before the midterms in November. To read more about what these Arizona laws require, I found both of them on the legislature's website, and I'll link to those along with this story on the main page of abc15.com. Here's a reminder for voters they can start letting their voices be heard during early voting for the Arizona primary election. Here's a look at some key dates to remember. The last day to request a mail-in ballot, July 10th. Voters should mail back ballots by July 14th. Election day, by the way, is July 21st.
And a reminder, every year ABC 15 puts together a voter guide for our viewers to help them during election season, from key dates to races and more. You can check out our complete list right now at abc15.com/voter guide.